Hey guys, it's Garrett Stewart with Keller Williams, and it's an exciting day today. Got my offer accepted on my first home, and this is it here. Super exciting. And anyway, today is inspection day, so I'm going to be starting a series on this of because there are some things. This was built in 1972, so it's a little bit older of a home. Some updates were done, but needs a little bit more updating from there. So excited to get this going, and I'm going to be following along. You can follow along with me through this process. Today's inspections, we're having a whole home inspection, a pest inspection, HVAC, and chimney inspection, because we have a pellet stove and a wood burning fireplace. So really excited for that. Hopefully it all goes good and all it works out, then we're on to the next step of appraisal. So anyway, let's follow along. Hey guys, so we are on our way. We did get actually good news. Got the appraisal back today. We did come in actually over our contract price, which means instant equity kinda. I don't look too much into it, but good news is it just had to at least hit our contract price or more, which we were. So we are good to continue proceeding on this deal. We did get a request for repairs taken care of as well, so that is all done. So basically now I'm heading up to the property to meet with a contractor to get a quote for adding a wall. So I'll show you in a bit the wall that we are going to be adding. Because it is a 3-story house, we are going to do the 3rd floor. The basement, the finished basement, is going to be a studio. And so with this studio, it obviously needs to be walled in. So I'm getting a quote on that and just a couple other little things here and there. I probably won't do some of those. Some of them I might do my own or with some help. But at least until then, I'd like to know how much it is. So if I decide I don't want to take on a certain other projects, I can get that figured out too. So we are going to get that out and we'll go see how that quote goes. Hey guys, so we just finished up with the contractor here. He's gonna get the quote back to us probably sometime tomorrow, so we'll hear back on that. I did want to show you real quickly the space that he was going to be doing. It'll be dark here for just a second. There we go. So down here at the bottom of the stairs, and let me flip the camera around for you real quick. So right here at the bottom of the stairs, zoom out a little bit more. We're gonna wall this in here so you can see basically this wall is gonna extend out 3 feet and then cut across there. So there's like a little landing there for them to hit the bottom of the stairs, hit the door, and come in. And so in here, we're gonna convert this into a studio. There is a wet bar over here. You can see over there, and this will be a studio. We got a bathroom in there with a walk-in closet as well, and its own entrance right there. So excited about this conversion here, and so we'll get this all taken care of. Hopefully, just after closing, want to get this all set up. And yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Well, I'll let you know how the quote looks. Probably get 1 or 2 more quotes just to see and make sure we get someone good in here. So we'll touch base when we get that. Hey guys, wanted to give you another update what's going on with this home purchase. So today is December 19th. We're cruising along, trying to get the loan approval completely finished up and underwritten. Just taking a little bit longer thanks to COVID. We have just a few more hurdles to jump over. So especially when you're self-employed, just a lot of more rules on that. So been interesting going through this process with COVID. But anyway, moving onward, I just got a ton of boxes from a friend. Great thing about being in real estate, you know, people are always moving in and out of places, and you need to get rid of boxes when they move into places. So just picked up some bunch of boxes from a past client we closed on last month. So thank you, Jessica and Brandon, for that. So really excited to start getting things packed, prepped, so that way in January we are ready to go to start moving in. So appreciate you guys watching, and we're gonna continue on. So far, really, the last thing we're waiting on is this loan process stuff, and we're gonna be set to go. So thanks, guys. Alrighty, we're back waiting for the chimney safe to get here. He's going to be servicing and cleaning out the pellet stove downstairs, the finished basement area. He's going to finish that up, and what that essentially is going to do is just repair it, because this is a 3-story property, and I am renting out the basement area to a studio, converting it to a studio. Because of that, I'm going to be needing I want them to have their own heat source. I'm not just relying on me, because obviously the 3rd floor is going to get more warmth than the 1st floor as heat rises, so they can control their own heat and be able to not freeze out. So wanted to make sure that was working properly before we get to work on that. So closing is set for this week, just waiting on the closing disclosures to go out. We anticipate to get here today. And then we'll sign hopefully on Thursday and close on Thursday as well. So really close, final stretch, and hopefully next time you see me, we'll be signing. Also, one thing to make sure you check before closing on the property is to check every single little thing on the house. I know it's been, it's been vacant, so not really too much should have changed, but we did ask for the sink here. The hot water was not working in the inspection on the sink. They said they fixed it, but when we turn it on, it's just a trickle, versus if you turn the cold water in, much bigger difference. So, if I had just kind of trusted that they said they fixed it, I could have had to go in with knowing that it was running very low, and I'd have to worry about that after. It's a lot more harder to take care of a repair issue after closing. So always test out every little thing. Flick switches, check everything for final walkthrough stuff, because you don't know if things have changed, especially if people are living in the property. A lot of things can change. So always be sure when before moving in and closing in on a property, do a little walkthrough. Make sure you know it is everything's going well on it and nothing has changed to things for reliability purposes. So do your walkthroughs. Alrighty, so cold water has a nice high pressure on it, but with the hot water, which is now functioning, was not working before, high, it's just a slow trickle. I did test it, hot water on the faucet here to make sure it is fully functioning and has high pressure, so I'm not sure what is going on there with that faucet. I did try turning it underneath and I couldn't get it to come on any higher. We're back at the house. We should be anticipating documents to sign either today or tomorrow, one or the other, but we will be closed by tomorrow on Friday. Got schedulers. We've got movers scheduled for the weekend, so make sure we're all set there. So today is our final walkthrough. So when you're purchasing a property, I always recommend right before you actually commit and sign the paperwork, go one more walk through the property. Even though this one's vacant, not really anything's happened. Really important if you are purchasing something owner occupied, where people are going in and out, stuff could change. Maybe there's belongings in there before, now there's not. So I kind of had a good indication of what this is gonna be like. Shouldn't have had anything changed at all. But let's go take a look and see, do our final walkthrough. I'll show you some of the things we look for on them. All right, so we'll start in the living room here. We're gonna go and start in the kitchen. Obviously, check your light switches. That works the fan there. Functioning there. You're gonna just run everything. Check hot and cold, make sure it's both lines are going. I let it go as well to make sure there's no leaks. We'll check under there in a second. Check all your switches, just make sure you have power. We're gonna check the oven as well. And as you can see, got nice red hot on all four. We'll let the oven heat up for a minute. We do have hot water here, so that is running fully. Now that it's running, we check underneath. No issues there. We could run the dishwasher as well through a cycle. And then obviously just check everything in the fridge, freezer. Just make sure everything's functioning properly the way you want. Now, once you get through all the kitchen stuff, make sure the oven's working. Big thing is what's gonna be the biggest issue if you move in and it doesn't work. Start there and then work your way backwards and just make sure there are no issues. But I always say check all the switches, check under the sinks, just make sure there's no leaks, nothing serious. Those are the biggest things that can come up after closing, and it's just really a pain in the butt to take care of post-closing. So we'll go finish up and I'll check back in with you guys after the walkthrough. All right, we're all finished up. We checked out all the bedrooms, the bathrooms, everything upstairs, downstairs in the finished basement. All is good. The sink issue, we're gonna have to address that after closing, which is fine. We have an addendum for that, so just always protect yourself to make sure that there's no surprises post-closing, because again, it could be more of a pain after closing to get it addressed. So everything looks good here. So our next step is either later today or tomorrow we'll be signing and getting keys. So see you soon. We're here, signing day. So we just signed on the property at the title company. So everything's signed. So at this point now we're just waiting for the those paperwork goes to the lender and they'll distribute the funds from there. So hopefully in the next few hours we'll get confirmation of all that. It'll record with the city or the county, and then we'll be all set to go and I can get the keys today. So we'll follow up with that real shortly, but almost there. You guys, we did it. We closed on the house. So we did yesterday. And anyway, everything went good. Everything's all set up. I just finished cleaning the carpets. Look, we have a carpet cleaner. Little suggestion too, while it's on the market, even if it's vacant, always good just to clean the carpets. Just had a lot of traffic in it throughout the months. So just luckily there's not a whole lot of carpet in here, but stuff builds up over time, over months, people walking with their shoes on there. And so you should have seen how nasty the water was that I just dumped out from that. So if you are purchasing a property, I'd highly recommend, if you don't have a carpet cleaner, go rent a rug doctor or something and just clean the carpets. That way when you go in, you get nice clean carpets. You don't have to worry about people that have tracked in some mud or dirt or any of that other gross stuff you don't probably want to know. So anyway, so today is Saturday. We have movers scheduled for tomorrow. With that move-in, with the movers coming, they'll take care of getting everything in the property. And then we'll start the renovations shortly after, the next week or two, get settled in. When you do renovations, I'd normally recommend living it for at least a week or two or more before you start kind of doing some big stuff, because you're gonna be able to live in it and kind of get a feel for what's most important to you. Normally, once you live in something, your priorities change a little bit of what you think's worth upgrading and worth the money. So anyway, we'll touch base tomorrow with the movers and hopefully it goes nice and smooth. Well, I'm in. Today was moving day, and so I had a few friends help, as well as paid for some professional movers. Always worth it. The cost is always worth it. So got everything in here today. Kind of got some stuff arranged. The next few days are going to be pretty busy, kind of unboxing. I've got boxes all around here, so just going through all of that, and hopefully in the next few days I'll get everything kind of organized. I've got a new things coming, and then we'll be able to do a tour of the place all set up. So stay tuned. But tonight I got the bed set up, and that was about as much more as I did after getting everything all moved in, because I'm just wiped. So we're gonna go to bed and stay tuned for tomorrow.